Hello, I'm Don Collier. I'd like to welcome you to everything you wanted to know about the coin market, but were afraid to ask. In the next hour or so, we're going to give you a wealth of information that very few collectors and investors have. We will present the ins and outs of coin collecting and investing from A to Z. And if put to good use, this information will enable you to be successful in virtually all your numismatic dealings. Many of us began collecting coins when we were kids, searching through rolls of pennies and nickels and assembling sets. And as we've grown older, we become more serious as collectors or investors, looking for better dates and better grades. It's a great hobby and an interesting area of investment. I collect Morgan dollars myself. I like the way they look. I like the way they feel. Whether you are primarily a collector, an investor, or like most of us, a little bit of both, to be successful in numismatics requires knowledge of both coins and of the coin business. Numismatic Consultants Group was formed because there was a need for unbiased, accurate information about coin collecting and investing. In numismatics, knowledge is power, and this video will give you both. Until now, most people had to learn the do's and don'ts of numismatics the hard way. But this education was very expensive. They paid too much for the wrong coins in the wrong grades. As a result, many people just gave up because they were tired of being mistreated and taken advantage of. NCG produced this video to present the inside information about the coin market. And the information presented here will be extremely valuable to the advanced collector investor, in addition to making it more fun and profitable for the beginner. We're confident the information presented in this tape will help you buy the right coin at the right grade and at the right price, and will save you many times its cost. Numismatic Consultants Group has arranged for Mr. Elliott S. Goldman, president of Allstate Coin Company, to present the inside secrets of the rare coin market because he has built one of the largest and most successful rare coin firms in the country. Prior to starting Allstate Coin, he was president of his own car rental and limousine business for 20 years. In 1991, Mr. Goldman assembled the finest Morgan dollar collection ever put together by a private individual. He has been a consultant on several numismatic references, such as the book on Mercury dimes and the just-released book on Washington quarters. He has been a chairman of a committee at the Chamber of Commerce in Tucson and has been a member of many civic organizations such as Rotary. Mr. Goldman is a life member of the ANA, FUN, Central States, charter member of the Society of Lincoln Cent Collectors, charter member of the Fly-In Club, and has been interviewed for numerous articles in several numismatic publications. Now I would like to introduce Mr. Elliott S. Goldman.
Hello, fellow numismatists. In the next hour, I'm going to give you the inside information on the rare coin industry. I will be presenting this valuable information to you not only as a coin dealer, but as a collector who loves coins and has been an avid numismatist for over 40 years. Everything I'm about to cover, I had to learn the hard way. I wish this tape would have been available when I got back into coins in 1981. If it was, I could have saved myself a lot of money and aggravation. I will cover facts on the coin market and other inside information that dealers and auction houses don't bother to tell you. When this tape is over, you will have knowledge. And as mentioned before, knowledge is power. To properly present all the necessary information, I will have to mention some items that have been covered in other references. But after that, you will get the meat and potatoes of how to be a success in the numismatic world. The grade or condition of a coin is everything. Unless a coin is a better date or type, its age means virtually nothing. There are 2,000-year-old coins you can buy for $1. If you're not familiar with coin grading, it's imperative that you learn as fast as possible. Unfortunately, many dealers overgrade coins because the higher the grade, the more the coin is worth. If you don't know how to grade a coin yourself and you trust the person you're buying it from, it may end up being worse than trying to win the lottery. The grading scale for coins ranges from mint state 1 to 70. 1 to 59 are for coins that have seen different levels of circulation. 60 to 70 are for coins that have not seen any circulation and are referred to as uncirculated coins. The coin grades in ascending order are: poor is 1 to 2, fair 3, good 4 to 7. Very good, 8 to 11. Fine, 12 to 19. Very fine, 20 to 39. Extremely fine, 40 to 49. AU is 50 to 59. Min-state grades go from 60 to 70. Although the grading scale is min-state 1 to 70, the term min-state now refers only to uncirculated coins. The grading scale for min-state coins theoretically goes from MS 60 to 70. However, no coin is perfect, and MS 65 is considered a gem. MS 66 or 67 coins are closer to perfection, and the price often increases in multiples of 2 or 3 in these grades. Some dealers use the words BU for brilliant uncirculated, choice BU, or gem BU. Their interpretation of these words may not be what yours is, so be careful what you pay for these coins. I recommend going by the number system, so there won't be any question as to what grades both parties are talking about. Uncirculated coins can have lots of marks referred to as bag marks, caused by transfer from the mint to the banks. The fewer the marks, normally the higher the grade. I say normally because luster and strike also play integral parts in determining the grade of a coin. Unless a coin is a key date, which I will cover later, coins from the 1940s to present in grades of poor to very fine are usually only worth face value, unless they are pre-1965 silver coins, which are worth the price of silver. There are 715 ounces of silver to a $1,000 bag. For an example, let's assume that the price of silver is $5.70 per ounce. In this case, the silver value of the $1,000 face value of silver coins would be $4,075. This means that in smaller amounts, these coins would be worth 4.07 times face value. The price you would be able to sell your coins for would be a little bit less, though, because the buyer has to be able to make a profit. Mercury dimes and walking Liberty half dollars from the 1940s in low grade, circulated condition, are normally worth only silver value. Yes, they're old, and no, you cannot find them in change anymore, but the condition is too poor to have any numismatic value. The exceptions are the rare date coins in each series, such as the 1916D dime. In good condition, this coin is worth $375. There are certain dates in each series that are worth much more than bullion value. It is imperative that you learn which dates are the good ones. Get a copy of a guidebook of United States coins, commonly referred to as the Red Book. It is the Bible of the industry. It covers every U.S. coin ever minted. It only comes out once a year, so the prices are not exactly accurate. The prices are also considered to be retail, although there are many instances where coins trade at wholesale levels for more than Red Book prices. However, it does show which coins are more scarce in different grades and is an invaluable tool. The Red Book normally sells for $9.95, but at Allstate I sell them for $7. Perhaps your local dealer will discount the book for you also. Any dealer worth his salt should want you to learn as much as possible, as cheaply as possible, so that you become a knowledgeable numismatist. To become an expert grader, you must learn the particulars of each individual grade. You'll have to look at thousands of coins until the fine points of each grade become ingrained in your mind. Don't let this scare you, though, because most dealers are not expert graders, and you can learn the basics in a short time. There are 2 books I recommend to learn about grading. One is the official ANA grading standards for United States coins, published by the American Numismatic Association. The second book is Photo Grade. Both books have photographs of coins in grades from AG to AU, and both books give explanations of low and high-end coins in each grade. The ANA also has a good video on grading mint-state coins. To properly view coins for grading, you need the proper magnifier. I recommend the Bausch & Lomb 5-power magnifier because it enables you to view the entire coin. If you need to zero in on one tiny little area, you can use a 10-power magnification, but I seldom have to. If you use 10-power magnification, it will take you longer to view the entire coin. Take the glass, bring the glass to your eye, and then bring the coin to the glass. That way you'll be able to view the entire coin. If the glass is too weak, such as a 3-power, you can't get a close enough view to adequately examine the coin. You want to make sure that you don't miss tiny marks and scratches, which can significantly affect the value. Make sure you put a sticker or carve your name on the magnifier. When you are examining a raw coin, watch out for sliders. A slider is a coin that just misses being a mint state coin by a whisper. In fact, it is so close that many dealers call them BU or MS60 because the coin is worth more in uncirculated condition. You must learn to tell the difference between the two and not pay mint state prices for choice AU coins. If you can't tell the difference, you're going to lose a lot of money by buying overgraded coins. The term toning refers to oxidation that can take place on a coin that will cause it to take on hues in various colors. It's the same thing that happens to your silverware. It is caused by sulfur and other elements in the air. Toning can be either attractive or very ugly and can have a big influence on the coin's grade. Pretty toned coins command high premiums, while unattractively toned coins are often difficult to sell. Some dealers artificially tone coins to cover up hairlines, marks, and other imperfections. After looking at lots of coins, you'll learn to tell the difference. You must also learn to distinguish between genuine luster and a whizzed coin. Whizzing is a term used to describe wire brushing of a coin surface to simulate mint luster. Some nefarious people whiz AU coins and then sell them at mint state prices. Be careful of fakes on all key date coins such as 1909 SVDB pennies, 1914 D cents, 1916 D dimes, three-legged buffaloes, and many other coins too numerous to mention. You can avoid this problem by buying certified coins or by dealing with a reputable dealer that can guarantee their authenticity. Finally, there's a common misconception that proof coins are a better grade than mint state coins or business strikes. Proof coins are specially struck for the collector or for presentation pieces. Proof is not indicative of a grade, but is merely a process of minting the coin. The coins are double struck so that they normally have sharper strikes and are struck on specially prepared planchets that usually have mirror-like surfaces. They have the same grading numbers as mint state coins. Proofs are not necessarily worth more, and mint state coins are often worth less because most of them were saved and they are usually in decent condition. The advent of the independent grading services is the best thing ever to happen to the coin industry because it helped do away with the unscrupulous dealers that took a polished coin and sold it as an MS65. Before the grading services, a dealer would sell a coin as an MS65 that was not any nicer than an MS63. And when you went to sell it, you were seldom able to sell it as an MS65. Now you don't have any problem being able to sell a certified coin at the same grade as purchased. There are now three major grading certification services: Professional Coin Grading Service, which is PCGS, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, and Annex. When your coins are submitted to one of the grading services, they are normally graded by three different professional graders and one finalizer. This way, a consensus grade is arrived at that is usually accurate. The grade is based on the coin's luster, strike, marks, and toning. The coin is then sonically sealed in a tamper-proof plastic holder referred to as a slab. Besides protecting the grade, these coins also protect the coin against scratches and other damage. Both PCGS and NGC require that coins be submitted through an authorized submission center. Before a dealer can become an authorized submission center, their references are checked and they are presented to the others authorized dealers to see if anyone has any reason why that person should not be approved. The grading services have guarantees in case they make a mistake in grading. If you've purchased a certified coin that you think was overgraded, the coin can be sent back in as a guaranteed regrade. If the coin is graded lower the next time, the grading service will buy the coin back for what you paid for it. All you have to do is submit the purchase invoice. I had an 1863 Cedar Liberty dollar, which is graded by PCGS as an MS63. I bought the coin sight unseen, and after receiving it, I did not believe the coin was accurately graded. I sent it back to PCGS under the guaranteed regrade plan. They agreed with me and issued me a check for my purchase price of $5,425. That's a guarantee you don't get with many coin dealers. The grading of coins is subjective and is an art, not a science. I will bet that if you take any coin and submit it to a grading service 3 times, it will not come back the same grade all 3 times. But that's to be expected. The graders are human and will have good days and bad days, just like all of us. I would also bet that if you took 100 of your own coins, graded them today, put them away for a month, and then regraded them, that you could not call every coin the same grade. Well, if you can't grade your own coins the exact same grade every time, how can you expect the graders to grade 30,000 coins a month to call every coin the exact same grade every time? The key factor is you're getting an impartial grade from professionals that grade coins for a living. The grading services have nothing to gain regardless of what they call your coin. They have no ulterior motives, and they are going to get paid for grading the coin regardless. Are there differences between the grading services? In terms of actual grading, I don't think so, because I've taken coins from each grading service, broken them out of their holders, and resubmitted them to other grading services. Some came back the same grade, some higher, and some lower. However, I do think that some people perceive a difference, because PCGS was the first grading service and has the biggest following. When the market is weak, not being a PCGS coin is an excuse some use to try to buy a coin cheaper. However, when the market is strong, it's been my experience that all certified coins trade at the same level. If a coin is nice, it is nice regardless of the holder. The fee for having a coin certified is determined by how fast you want to get the coin graded. In May of 1994, the fee for normal turnaround time is about $25 plus postage, and it takes about 3 to 4 weeks. Annex charges less because they don't grade as many coins, so they offer lower prices to get the business. If you have any nice raw coins, I suggest that you have them graded now. When the services are busy, it can take 3 months to get your coins back. Plus, you should want to have your coins already graded so you can act instantly when you decide to sell them. There are people, including some dealers, that don't like the concept of certified coins. They say that they can grade coins as well as any grading service, and that the services will never last. I don't buy that. The major fallacy with this is that even if the services are not around, you can always break the coin out of the holder and have a raw coin with no harm, no foul. However, if the grading services are the way of the future, and they are, and your expensive coins are not slabbed, you will likely never be able to sell them at the grade for which you bought them. You've got no downside dealing with certified coins, and you have a big potential downside if you don't. What's more, it doesn't cost any more to buy a certified coin than a raw coin. I think that if you are going to buy an expensive coin, it should be certified for your own good. If it is not, you are usually going to be buying an overgraded coin at way too much money. This advice applies to mint state coins or expensive or potentially counterfeit circulated coins. I see no problem in buying nice circulated coins that are not certified as long as you are a capable grader. One final point regarding expensive certified coins is do not break them out of the holder so you can put them in your own holders. If you ever want to have the coin regraded so that you can sell it, and may come back a lower grade if it was a borderline coin to begin with. I'd like to share an anecdote with you. Professional numismatist Peter Spooner did his master's thesis on the grading of silver dollars. He took 10 raw silver dollars and showed them to 30 different dealers at coin shows and asked for their grading opinions. An 1884 S was graded in a range of XF40 to MS63 by the 30 dealers and was appraised at from $20 to $13,000. Another coin was graded in a range of MS60 to MS65, and the range of values was $11 to $425. What makes this story so funny is that all of these dealers think they know how to grade coins. Now you understand why I'm suggesting you purchase certified coins. There are certain coin holders that I would avoid like the plague because they can ruin your coins. I would avoid the cardboard flips because you run the risk of getting cardboard dust on the coin, which can cause black spots. In addition, with these holders, you have to use staples. And if you use staples long enough, you're going to put a scratch on your coin and you're going to ruin one of them. There's albums that are great for circulator coins, But for uncirculated coins, they are the kiss of death because of slide friction and the cardboard dust. Every time you open the slide to insert another coin, you run the risk of putting slide marks on the high points of the coins. There are vinyl flips that should never be used for long-term storage because they contain PVC, polyvinyl chloride, which breaks down over time and puts a green slime on your coins. It destroys the luster and can totally ruin the coin if not properly treated. There is a chemical known as dissolve, which will remove the PVC contamination, but it's time-consuming. You must also be very careful with the Q-tips not to put hairlines on the coin. I recommend the Lembit holders, which are made in Sweden. They are totally inert, which means that there are no harmful elements that can harm your coins. Storing copper coins in hot, humid places can be a real problem because moisture causes spots on copper. Therefore, if you live in a humid area, you must be extra careful or you will see your copper coins ruined. There are moisture absorbers that you can put in your safe or place of storage. Never talk or sneeze over copper coins. If microscopic bits of spittle get on the coin, 6 months later you'll have a fly speck on your coin. Also handle the coin only on its edges. Otherwise you'll put a fingerprint on the coin. And once again, 6 months later, it'll show up and won't come off. Don't ever try to clean your coins unless you know how. The value can be ruined if you impair the surface. There are some products that are okay, such as Care, Dissolve, and Jewel Luster. Jewel Luster is a light acid that removes the top layer of the coin surface. It will remove virtually all toning and is okay as long as you do not over-dip it and you rinse the coin thoroughly. Don't over-dip a coin or it will take on a permanent, dull, washed-out look and will be worth much less. Do not keep valuable coins at home. If your coins are not valuable, then I don't see a problem. But the problem develops as you keep adding to your collection. And eventually you've got some real value laying around the house. Safes aren't perfect because robbers have guns and can make you open the safe. In addition, you could be exposing your family to harm. Use a safe deposit box. It's a nuisance, but your wealth and safety should be worth the extra effort. Be careful transporting your coins. Don't ever put your coins in the trunk of your car thinking they'll be safe. These can break into your trunk faster than the front door. Be careful in airports and don't ever lose touch of your briefcase. Wherever you decide to store them, always take possession of your coins after you've bought them. There are too many ugly stories of dealers closing down and taking clients' coins with them. Like all markets, the rare coin market is cyclical, moving up and down with changes in supply and demand. Since the last market peak in June of 1989, many coins are now trading at just 20 to 30% of their original values. The coin market is influenced by the economy. If it's strong, people buy coins. But when people are concerned about their jobs, the last thing they need in the morning is a rare coin in their breakfast bowl. The prices of silver and gold also influence the coin market, although I don't know why a 50-cent move in the price of silver should affect the price of a $17.95 dollar. When Chicken Little says the sky is falling and the market is weak, you should buy rare coins. And when everyone is mortgaging their homes to get into rare coins, you should sell everything. You may not hit the top of the market, but you'll avoid the long crash down. Keep in mind that when this market moves, it moves quickly in either direction. You can profit in down or weak markets only if you buy the right coins at the right prices. Buy key date coins that are always in demand by collectors. Don't buy common coins unless the prices are super low. Among the factors that determine the price of a specific coin are its date and mint mark, the popularity of the series, the grade of the coin, eye appeal, and what I call market mechanics. Key date and mint mark coins with low mintages or low surviving populations like the 1909 SVDB Lincoln cent are always in demand, and some are now trading at historically high prices. Indian cents is another popular series, and they are also trading at historically high values. The common coins and less popular series, like the half dimes and 3-cent silver coins, are lower demand, especially in a weak market. The grade of a coin is critical. More and more people want higher quality coins, and as a result, there can be significant price differences between slightly different grades. An 1880 Morgan silver dollar, an MS-64 is worth $1,000, while the same date, an MS-65 costs $12,000. The population or supply of a certified coin is also critical. The grading services publish population reports which indicate the total number of coins they've certified by grade for each date. For example, the 1932D Washington quarter is a key date in the series. The combined PCGS and NGC population of the 1932D and MS-65 is only 20 coins, and none have been graded MS-66. You can just about bet your bottom dollar that out of the 20 coins that supposedly have been graded by PCGS and NGC as 1932D's MS-65, that probably half of those have been cracked out and sent in for regrading, trying for a mint state 66, because there's no telling what the value if the only mint state 66 were to come in the market. One aspect of market mechanics influencing coin pricing is sight unseen computer trading. Certified coins are traded sight unseen, just like a share of stock. Since no two coins are created equal, an MS-64 that just missed being called a 65 will be much nicer than an MS-64 that just barely made MS-64. Some coins are white and lustrous, while others are toned and ugly. As a result, sight unseen bids are always much lower than normal sight seen bids, to protect the bidder somewhat against the risk of getting a really ugly coin. Still, most of what I buy is at sight unseen, because I ask the dealer to give me an accurate description, and if he wants to sell me any more coins in the future, he will. CoinNet is a computer trading network that is a part of Information Networks Incorporated and has several hundred dealers from every state in the country and Canada. You do not have to be a full-time dealer to be on the network. I find the system to be the best way to stay up with what's available in the marketplace and to know what other people are buying and selling. In addition, they have Certified CoinNet, where there is sight seen and sight unseen trading of all certified coins. You can get full-time service for only $149 a month, which enables you to participate 24 hours a day. There are several published sources of current coin price information. The gray sheet estimates current values based upon dealer-to-dealer sight-seen transactions. The blue sheet estimates wholesale price levels for certified coins based upon reported sight-unseen transactions. Blue sheet price for a coin is usually below gray sheet price because of the sight-unseen aspect. Both sheets get their price information from sales recorded at auctions and computer networks, and also from what happens at coin shows. These sheets should be used only as guides. The prices listed for common coins, which trade frequently, are very realistic. But for rare coins which seldom trade, the sheet prices are often understated because the last recorded sale may have been 2 years ago. One other important point is that some coins, such as cents to halves, are never certified MS-60. If the coin is honestly new, the services usually call the coin at least an MS-62, which means that if you see any raw coin being advertised as an MS-60, you can just about bet the farm that the coin is not even new. If a dealer has a coin that is never or seldom seen, he can raise his computer bid for that coin, knowing that he will probably not have to buy another one because there aren't any available. This will result in the price of the coin going up on the sheets. This may be necessary to facilitate selling the coin because the dealer probably had to pay way over any sheet price to get the coin to begin with. I'll now mention how bid prices on a coin can go down because of the sight-unseen bids on the computer networks. Dealers in many instances post ridiculously low wish bids on hundreds of coins, hoping that someone that needs money urgently will hit their bid. Well, once that bid is hit, even though it may have been a distress sale, that coin takes on the lower value in the sheets. Just because one item is sold in a bankruptcy sale of 40 cents on the dollar does not mean that all similar items should be worth less. In summary, in static or weak markets, you should buy common coins only at or below bids. However, when the market is moving up, plan on paying overbid, as dealers anticipate the price being higher the next week. For rare coins, you will almost always have to pay over bid because the coins are seldom available. The national auction companies like Heritage, Bowers & Morena, Superior, Stax, and Christie's have auctions specifically for coins which normally contain several thousand lots. They offer raw and certified coins. These auctions are an excellent opportunity to find the tough coins you're looking for, and bidding is by mail or in person. However, if you're bidding by mail, beware. As long as the grading services have been in business, usually if the auction company calls a raw coin an MS-65, it will not slab MS-65 when you submit it. If it really was a 65, it probably would have already have been slabbed. There are exceptions when a coin comes out of a fresh collection or if the coin is too inexpensive to justify the grading fee. Another exception is a circulated coin where the grade is obvious through the picture in the catalog. It's my experience that when I bid on raw mint state coins and I did not view them in advance, when I received them in the mail, I didn't think they were graded the grade they were supposed to be. The reason I won the lot was because people that were present didn't think the described coin was accurate and so didn't bid as high as I did. Although mail auctions usually have a return agreement, it is a hassle and causes ill will. Therefore, if the coin is not certified, it's my recommendation that you have someone examine the coin for you in advance or do not bid on it. There are dealers that consign coins and bid on their coins to drive the price up. When you are a mail bidder, you're bidding against that dealer perhaps without even knowing it. Before you participate in an auction, know the maximum bid in advance. Otherwise, you will invariably bid more than planned. It's called auction fever. Coin shop bid boards are a phenomenon I don't totally understand, but people seem to like them. The dealer puts a coin on the bid board with the minimum bid, and buyers pay more than the minimum bid just because someone else wants to pay too much. If a dealer puts a coin on the board with a minimum bid of $10, he's telling you the coin is worth $10, and he will sell you the coin for that price. Why would you want to pay $12 for that coin just because someone else is willing to pay $11.50? Most coins I see on bid boards are common stuff I sell out of my regular inventory boxes for less than they sell for on bid boards. In addition, the coins often have problems and are overgraded. However, occasionally there are some good buys because the dealer might just have bought a coin over the counter cheaply and puts it on the bid board at a good price so he can sell it fast. However, that's usually not the case. Returns can be a problem on coins bought off bid boards because you've had a week to inspect the coins. Also, the display of the coins is not conducive to proper examination. So ask the dealer to take the coin down so you can look at it properly. Be careful when you see a coin described as mint state with the minimum bid of AU money. It might be whizzed or have other problems. I'm going to talk about what coins to buy, but before doing that, I'm going to talk about what coins not to buy. Do not buy overgraded, whizzed, harshly cleaned, or problem coins with scratches, rim dings, plugs, or artificial toning. There is no price cheap enough for a problem coin. The reason the coin is being sold so cheap is because the dealer couldn't get rid of it. And if he couldn't get rid of it, how will you be able to sell it? Don't buy common coins just for the sake of buying coins. I refer to these coins as stuff. Stuff is just that. It's coins that everyone has tons of. If every dealer has it in his case or on a bid board at bid, who will you ever be able to sell it to? The exception is if the price is extraordinary. I'll buy a biffle if the price is right. With the exception of early type in the widely collected series such as cents, barbers, and mercury dimes, be careful when buying what I call little bitty coins. These are coins such as 3-cent silvers and nickels and half dimes. They're not a widely collected series and are usually considered to be type coins, where people want just one of each type but do not collect the entire series by date. These little bitty coins are often harder to sell. In general, people like larger coins. Because this is so important, I'm mentioning it again. Do not buy high-grade raw coins like an MS-65 or 66. because when you go to sell it, you're most likely not going to be able to sell it at that grade. And if you send it in to be certified and it comes back a lower grade, you're going to be out a lot of money. Don't get carried away with condition rarity coins. If the grade is, say, an MS-68, but the coin is a dirt common coin, the price might be $3,000. But prospective buyers will usually be just as happy with an MS-67 coin for $300. In some super high grades, the prospective buyer is just as rare as the coin in that grade. Don't buy coins from a telemarketing boiler room operation. They often sell overgraded, uncertified coins and usually sell common coins because that is all they can get enough of to promote. Always remember, there is no free lunch and there is no Santa Claus. If a dealer is advertising a raw Gem BU coin at 1/2 or 2/3 of what everyone else is asking for the same coin, you can bet the farm that the coin is not the grade the dealer is calling it. It's also been my experience that some dealers' BU means been used. Finally, don't buy coins that are so rare or esoteric that the collector to buy them is equally rare. I'm now going to discuss what coins to buy. First, know what you're doing before you buy anything and realize everything is in the buying. It's tough to generalize what coins to buy for many reasons. First of all, there are so many coins. Secondly, some of you are only interested in collecting coins, while others are more interested in investing. And thirdly, some of you want to hold your coins for years, while others want to buy and sell. But here are some tried and true insights and strategies. First of all, I suggest you buy certified coins unless you are an expert grader. Look for premium quality certified coins that might have an opportunity to grade higher. As I've said, there are some dealers, referred to as crackout artists, that buy coins that are super choice for the grade and have the potential to grade higher upon resubmission. I don't do this a lot because you can waste a lot of money on grading fees. But recently, I bought a PCGS 62 1838 bust half for $700. I thought the coin was definitely nicer, and upon resubmission, the coin came back an MS-63 worth $1,700. It was worth the extra $25 grading fee. Now, certified coins can be resubmitted under the classification regrade. Here, the coin is submitted in its original slab, so that there is no risk of the coin coming back a lower grade and only the possibility of coming back higher. This also enables the population data to be properly maintained. Buy coins with eye appeal. Don't buy ugly coins. Eye appeal doesn't necessarily have anything to do with the grade, for two coins can have the same grade, but one of them can be a dark gray and the other a super lustrous coin with pretty rainbow colors. If you have an ugly coin, you're going to get less for it because everyone is going to use its ugliness as an excuse to buy it cheaper. Look for coins where there are none or very few coins graded higher. I refer to this as buying the best strategy of investment. If there are only 4 of the highest grade in a certain date in a popular series, there are always collectors who want to put together the finest known set and will want your coin to put that set together. In certain series, such as Morgan Dollars and Early Type, this strategy can be very expensive, and I recommend it only for the sophisticated collector or investor. In August of 1991, I was putting together the finest Morgan Dollar set. I bought an 1893-0 that was just graded PCGS 65 for $157,500. However, another series, the finest of a particular date, may not be that expensive. For example, with Washington Quarters, Mercury Dimes, Indian Cents, and Lincolns, you may be able to afford the best. Acquire the grade that gives you the most bang for your buck. A great example, which was already mentioned, is the 1880 silver dollar in MS-64 compared to an MS-65. Another strategy is to buy choice BU original rolls of coins and cherry-pick the super gems, the coins that will slab MS-66 or 67. For example, a 1952p quarter roll costs $75, but any individual coins which will grade MS67 are worth $40 each. You can sell the MS67s and keep the rest of the roll for free. In half dollars, rolls prior to 1962 will work. For penny, nickel, and dime rolls, you have to go back to the 40s or earlier for this strategy to be profitable. Smaller size coins, such as cents and dimes, will usually have fewer bag marks because the coins are much lighter and don't make as many marks when they bang against each other. They therefore will normally be of higher average grade. If you're going to cherry pick, you must first get original rolls and make sure they were not already picked through. You can often tell by looking at the edges of all the coins in the roll. If it's original, the edges should all be toned the same. If a couple of the edges are different, that usually means that the gem coins have already been picked out and substitutes put in. You can usually buy BU rolls at rolled bid, so don't be afraid to offer less. You must also know how to grade well enough to know which coins have a chance of grading high. Otherwise, the cost of grading the coins will eat you up. Use the Grading Services Economy Package. It takes longer to get your coins back, but it only costs $15 per coin. Also consider the NGC Pre-Grade Program, where you specify a threshold grade the coins must achieve or they are not slabbed. I also suggest buying key date coins. They are usually the most difficult to find coins in each series and are the popular coins most collectors are looking for, even if they are not doing a set. Some of the most popular key dates are the 1856 Flying Eagle cent, 1877 cent, 1909 SVDB Lincolns, 1937 D three-legged buffaloes, and 1916 D Mercury dimes. There are too many to mention here, but look in your red book to see which coins I'm speaking of. The key date coins are easier to sell because very few dealers have them available. Since everyone is always looking for them, your coins will be in demand. If you have only common coins, people don't have to buy yours because they can get them anywhere. I usually follow the rule that if every other dealer has certain coins in their cases, I don't want them. I suggest buying the coins that every other dealer doesn't have and everyone is looking for. I'm now going to tell you about some scarce date coins that most people are not aware of. These are dates where the mintages may not be super low, but they are not available in high grade. I'm going to go through the major series, most widely collected, and give you some very tough dates to look for. In the Indian cent series, most collectors think the 1877 is the toughest coin to find because of the low mintage. But the 1869 and 1871 cents are equally difficult to locate in grades of very fine or higher. Because the 1877 was a low mintage, many were saved when they were minted. But since the 1869 and 1871 had higher mintages, very few were saved. The result is that most are very worn and are seldom available in high grade. Two other less-known scarce dates are the 1885 and 1886 cents in very fine or higher. All Indian cents from 1864 to 1878 in grades of very fine to AU are hard to find, and if you can buy them at a good price, you should consider them. Among the Lincoln cents, I believe the toughest coins to find in gem condition are the 1914S, 1924D in S, 1925S, and the 1926S. The price in the gray sheet for 1925S I don't think is realistic because there are virtually none available at any price. If you offered me $5,000 for an MS65 red 1925S cent, I couldn't sell you one. With Buffalo nickels, I like all coins in the teens and 20s that have full horns, especially the mint mark coins. You can pay over gray sheet bid for any of them and be getting a real bargain. Dates such as the 1920D, 20S, 21S, 24S, and 26S are almost non-existent with the tip of the buffalo's horn plainly visible. Certified 1918D Mercury dimes graded full band are virtually impossible to find. Any mint state grade of 1927S is attractive at almost any price. I've only seen two 27S dimes and uncirculated, and I go out of my way to look for them. Naturally, 1916Ds in grades of fine to AU are very scarce and always in demand. plan on paying well over bid to require one in these grades. Most of the mint mark coins in the teens and 20s in grades of very fine to AU are very popular and seldom seen. The 1916, 1926S, and 1927S Standing Liberty quarters in grades of very fine to AU are fantastic. And the rarest coin to find in MS is the 1927S. The coin is worth 30 to 50% overbid, and even at that you will have trouble finding one. Washington quarters. Here's a series that you can buy certified MS-65 gems in the 1930s for $50 to $100. Those coins cost someone $25 to get graded. You seldom see original rolls in the 1930s, which means that there aren't a lot of raw coins that can be graded MS-65 in the future. How can something that's not common now and shouldn't become common in the future only be worth $50 to $100? At these prices, you have very little downside and tremendous upside potential. Don't collect these in circulated or low mint state grades because people can buy gems for very little money. Exceptions are the 1932 DNS in very fine or better. Most people think the 1932 DNS are the toughest coins to acquire, but without a doubt, the toughest date to locate in any grade of mint state is the 1935D. As of May 1994, the bid was $90 for MS-63 and $190 for Mint State 65. I think this is a great buying opportunity. The 1932P, 38P, and 1939S are also underrated in gem condition. There are many very scarce dates in the Walking Liberty halves. Here I will be speaking of grades very fine or better. Make sure the grade is accurate, because the price spreads between grades are too great to make an error. Although the 1921S is known to be very rare in XF or better, try finding a 1919D, 20D, or 23S. I think the 19D in mint state is the hardest coin to find. Plan on paying way over bid to buy this date. This series is very popular, and all early dates in fine or better are always in strong demand. Franklin halves are also a great series to acquire in gem condition because the majority of the coins are so cheap. Some gems can be purchased for what it costs to have the coin slabbed. With regard to Morgan dollars, here's my list of very popular and rare dates. If you acquire any of these at current levels, you should be in good shape. In AU to mint state, the 1879CC, 1884S, 86O, 89CC, 92S, 93P, 1893O, 93S, 94P, 95O, the 1895S, 96O, 96S, 97O, the 1901P, the 03S, and the 4S. I would delete the 1892S, except in mint state, because I think the AU price is too high at the $1,900 level. Of these dates, some you will be able to find at bid levels, while other dates, such as the 93O and 03S, you won't be able to find at hardly any level. Type coins refer to one of every type of every coin minted. When the term type is used, it means a half dime, 20-cent piece, bus quarter and half, Cedar Liberty quarter, and a barber half, to name just a few. I personally love and recommend early type coins in grades of fine or better for silver type, and very fine or better in copper. The term early type normally refers to 1793 through 1839. When dealing in early copper, make sure the planchets are nice and pleasing. So often they are corroded or very porous because the planchets used to make the coins were so rough. Nice and pleasing early type coins are very scarce and are honest numismatics. They are scarce in nice condition and are seldom promoted because you can never get enough of them to promote. You can acquire nice bust halves from the 1830s in AU for only $200. A dirt common walker from the 1940s in Mint State 65 is $110. That doesn't make much sense to me. There are hundreds of common date walkers available. You would have trouble finding 20 nice AU bust halves, however. The flowing hair type coins are also very popular. Since thousands of people are putting together typesets and they all need nice early type coins, there's a bigger demand than there is supply. When buying early type, avoid problem coins since they are more difficult to sell. However, some coins, if the price is right, are okay, as long as the problems are not too severe. Also, real nice early type coins tend to be more expensive, and the coin one buys might be dictated by a budget. As of May 1994, Sea to Liberty dollars in grades of Mint State 60 to 63 are real bargains. Also buy Old Barber dimes and quarters in MS 62 to 64. They are so cheap, and make sure the coins have nice eye appeal. Many of them are darkly toned and not attractive. Two of my favorite coins at May 1994 price levels are blazing white proof mercury dimes and proof walkers. Almost all of those you see now are cloudy and milky with brown ugly toning. Don't buy these. Buy only the bright white headlights with nice deep mirrors. I love these in proof 65 or 66. There were only 5,542 of the 1937 proof sets minted, so there can't be more proof dimes and halves than that, and most of them are not gems. And of the ones that are, most are ugly. In May 1994, you could buy super white 1941 and 42 mercury gems, when you could find them, for only $130. This is a great opportunity. The price for blazing white gems will be much higher in the future. Now I want to talk about varieties. This is an area where there are real opportunities based on your knowledge. Varieties are minting idiosyncrasies and errors. The more famous varieties include double dies such as the 1955 over 55 and overdates like the 1942 over 1 dime. The 42 over 1 mercury in very fine is worth $190, while a normal 1942 mercury is only worth 35 cents. Although you probably won't be able to cherry pick the famous varieties from dealers' cases, you can still go through unsearched mercury dimes and find overdates occasionally. You can even find the more obscure varieties in dealers' cases because they don't know all of them and don't have the time to look for them. As an example, the 1934 quarters were minted with light, medium, and heavy mottos. The 1934P light motto is rare and is worth $200 in Mint State 65, while the other mottos are only worth $50 in the same grade. Last year I purchased 5 Mint State 1934P quarters from a dealer at $45 each. When I received them, I found that 2 of them were light mottos. I suggest that you acquire the books that cover these scarce varieties. There's money to be made if you know what to look for. No matter what collectibles you're interested in, everything is in the bind. Be patient and look for nice, problem-free examples of key and scarce date coins at good prices. If you're going to buy stuff, make sure you buy it cheap enough and you'll be okay. Just be certain that you know what cheap enough is. One warning is crucial to remember. When buying coins, use disposable income only. Never use rent or food money thinking the market will go up and you'll be able to sell the coins at a profit. You may be right, but you sure can't afford to be wrong. There are many places to buy coins, and I'll cover some of the pros and cons of each. The pros of the small local coin shops are the many shop owners are a source of information, and many are honest and knowledgeable. However, they often don't have many key date or high quality coins. You'll usually find just lots of common coins. Many of the smaller shops do not have the capital to buy many truly nice coins for inventory. This can be a plus for you, for when they do come across a nice coin, they often can't afford to hang on to it, and you can buy it at a good price. Watch out for their coin grading. They usually don't deal in quantities of certified coins, and some overgrade the raw coins they do have. The larger coin shows that draw dealers from around the country offer you the best opportunity to view lots of coins, both slabbed and raw. Because of the large quantity of coins, you'll have a better chance to find scarce dates and to compare prices and grading. There are coin shows most every weekend in cities all over the country. Very often, a 200 or 300-mile drive will be well worth it and make for an enjoyable and educational weekend. Be careful at small local shows, for they are often made up only of the local coin shop dealers or the vest pocket dealers that are already in the area. Coin clubs are also a great source to buy coins. If you are fortunate enough to have a coin club in your town, the other members might have coins you're interested in, and you can buy and trade with them. They are also good sources of numismatic information. Remember what I've said all along. Knowledge is power. Regarding mail order, buy only from established, reputable dealers. And again, don't depend upon the dealer to grade the coin for you. If you do, you're going to end up throwing a lot of money away on overgraded coins. Always remember, there is no Santa Claus. If a dealer is advertising a gem BU coin for much less than bid or other dealers' prices, you can bet your bottom dollar the coin is not going to be the grade it's being advertised at. Whether a coin is certified or not, before ordering it over the phone, I suggest that you ask to speak to a numismatist and ask them to accurately describe the coin's eye appeal and toning. Verify their return policy. Do they refund your money immediately if the coin is returned? Some dealers take 3 to 4 weeks to refund your money. Finally, call a dealer with an 800 number. If the dealer doesn't have an 800 number, he can't want your business very bad if he wants you to pay for the call. First of all, know what the coin is worth and what you want to pay for it. You must also know the current prices of the different sheets and quote whichever is the most favorable for you. In most instances, the roll price per coin, sheet prices, and electronic bids will be different because each bid is for something different. Also know the availability of the coin you're trying to buy. If lots of others have the coin available, tell the dealer that, and that you want the best price or you'll go elsewhere. Don't be afraid to mention that another dealer has one at a lower price. Don't act excited about the coin and say how great it is and that you have to have it. If the dealer sees how bad you want it, he won't feel it's necessary to lower the price. Instead, point out any shortcomings of the coin, such as spots, scratches, or weak strike. Make an offer that you'll back up. Don't ask a dealer if he'll take a certain price for a coin, and then when he says yes, tell him you want to think about it. That's the fastest way to lose all your credibility. If you continually pay a dealer's asking price, he'll never give you a discount because he knows that eventually you'll pay his price. Don't let him run roughshod over you. Conversely, if the dealer learns that you are selective and know a bargain when you see one, he'll occasionally offer you a good price on coins that he wants to move right away. Don't allow the dealer to shop an offer you make on a coin. If he won't accept your offer now, let him know that you won't buy it at that price later. Tell him a bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. You might also ask him how long he's had the coin. If he's had it a while, he'll be more likely to sell it at a discount. There are exceptions, but if you show one dealer a coin you bought from another dealer, he's often going to badmouth the coin or the price because he doesn't want you to buy a coin from another dealer. If a coin is nice, it's nice no matter who has the coin. Ask him if he has one just like it at the same price, or can he get you one. If a coin is really a scarce date, you can try to buy it at a gray sheet bid, but don't be surprised if you have to pay way overbid to get the coin. When you're trying to buy a coin for $1,000 and the dealer is asking $1,200, don't be afraid to flop $1,000 cash down on his case and let him look at all the green. It does make a difference in the deals you'll get to go your way. Some dealers believe that the public should pay one price and dealers another price. That policy makes no sense to me. Anyone that has the money can buy any coin I own. I know what I want for the coin, and I don't care who buys it. I find that's the best way to keep customers happy. Finally, don't be afraid to walk away from a deal if your instinct tells you to. There will always be other coins. Don't let the money burn a hole in your pocket. When selling a nice coin, you need to find a buyer who wants or needs the coin, who can appreciate the quality of the coin, and who has the money to pay you a fair price. If you take rare coins to a small local dealer, he may not have either the clientele or the capital to buy your coins at a fair price. I suggest contacting dealers that specialize in the types of coins you have. Look at buyers' ads in the numismatic publications and call several of the dealers to find out who's the most interested. Once again, call dealers with an 800 number. Contact a dealer that puts out a great catalog and consign your coins to him on a commission basis. That way you can ask whatever you want for your coins within reason. If you mention to the person you're dealing with that another dealer offered you a certain amount for your coin, you may get the price you want, but you also run the risk of the dealer not paying that price, and then you're up against a wall. Also, don't tell the dealer that you need to raise some cash, because you often will get less if the dealer senses it's a distress sale. Stress the rarity or eye appeal of your coin if applicable. If a coin is scarce or has tons of eye appeal, and the dealer says it's common stuff, ask him if he has one, or can he get you another one just like it. Although he may not buy your coin this time, it lets him know that you know what you're doing, and you'll probably have better luck selling him a coin next time. I also think you'll find that coin clubs are a great place to meet collectors looking for nice coins, and you can make lots of good contacts. If you have a collection of some value, you can try several different auction companies such as Heritage, Superior, Bowers & Morena, Stax, or Teletrade. Teletrade is a telephone auction through computers that auctions certified coins. There are lots of participants, and it can be an excellent place to sell your coins. The other auction companies I mentioned accept both raw and certified coins for auction. By contacting their auction departments, you will be able to get all the information. They all have protection bid policies which enable you to protect your coin so it doesn't go too cheap. However, there is a buyback fee that can end up costing you quite a bit of money if your protection bid is too high. Most numismatic publications have ads from dealers claiming to be the highest buyers. I see most of these dealers at the major shows, and they are not going to be the highest buyers for your coins. They often advertise the price they'll pay for a coin in a certain grade, but when you send them the coin, they tell you it has a problem or it's not that grade. They're counting on the fact that you are anxious to sell your coins, and because of that, they're often able to buy them for less than advertised because you don't want to go through the hassle again. They just tried to get the coins in their possession so they have control of the transaction. Although this is not true with all dealers, it is something you have to watch for. If you have choice original rolls to sell, be careful. For example, the May 1994 bid for a roll of 1942 P halves is $650. However, if some of the coins are gems, and you send these in to be graded, the MS-65s would be worth $100, and any MS-66s would be worth $190. If you think you have a high-grade roll, go to an authorized dealer for the grading services and send them in to be graded. It's my suggestion that unless you're leaving your collection to knowledgeable numismatists, don't do it. It's your knowledge and experience that put it together, and more than likely, your heirs won't have the knowledge or desire to keep and maintain it. If you do decide to pass it along, have every coin documented with your cost, current values, and updated at least every 6 months. Otherwise, there's a good chance your collection will be sold for much less than it's worth. In addition, how do your heirs evenly split up your collection? They won't have the expertise to do it, thereby resulting in possible family squabbles. It's better to dispose of your collection in a business-like manner in advance and leave the money to your heirs.
In the previous hour, we've presented you with virtually everything you need to know to be a success in the rare coin market. Now it's just a matter of you applying the information and practicing what we've told you. Yes, it will take some time to learn grading, but it's imperative that you do so. A lot of what has been imparted seems like just common sense. But as true as that may be, many collector investors and lots of dealers don't use the information presented here. This tape is a culmination of extensive writing and editing. Its purpose was to act as a survival kit for those of you just entering the coin market, and for those of you already in it that would like to do better. Just put this information to use, and your journey through the numismatic highways and byways will be rewarding. If any of you would like to speak to Mr. Goldman personally, please call him at his toll-free 800 number, 800-346-4809. He was asked to do this tape because of his expertise and wealth of information. It would be a shame not to put it to good use. There are several excellent reference works that will offer you a wealth of information. And now I'm going to list the ones that we recommend the most. First is the Red Book, which was already discussed in depth. Walter Breen's Complete Encyclopedia of U.S. and Colonial Coins. It's an all-encompassing reference work, second to none. It was an awesome undertaking and includes the history of each U.S. series and includes a mountain of information on varieties. Coin World is a weekly publication that contains many interesting up-to-the-minute articles about coin collecting. It has dealer ads, which will give you coin prices and availability information, as well as weekly price trends. Now here's a book I'm exceptionally fond of because of my love for silver dollars. It's the Encyclopedia of Silver Dollars by John Highfill. It's a must for silver dollar collectors. Numismatic News, published by Scarce Publications, comes out once a week and includes many pertinent articles on numismatics and weekly coin price updates. We also recommend the Standard Catalog of World Coins, also by Scarce Publications. Most of us started collecting pennies when we were kids. The Standard Guide to the Lincoln Cent by Sol Taylor, Ph.D., is the definitive reference work on this series. Coin Age magazine is published monthly. It contains lots of historical and topical articles on various aspects of coin collecting, including varieties, collecting strategies, and price and market information. Coin Age is available on newsstands throughout the country, or ask your dealer to reserve a copy. The 1-Minute Coin Expert by Scott Travers, one of America's leading numismatic writers, provides valuable insights on the coin market and includes many practical tips on coin collecting. PCGS and NGC population reports come out once a month and give you the most recent information on how many total coins have been graded in every grade. The ANA grading video on uncirculated coins and ANA grading book on circulated coins are highly suggested for those who want to become better coin graders. Without a doubt, the Bausch & Lomb 5-power magnifier is the best magnifier you can use for coin grading. It's compact and very durable. Most importantly of all, if you don't do anything else, join the American Numismatic Association. This organization is fantastic and the hobby's biggest supporter. In addition, they publish The Numismatist, which goes out monthly to all ANA members. It's packed full of great information. Allstate Coin Company can sponsor you for an ANA membership. And by contacting Elliott at his 800 number, you can buy the above-mentioned reference works at a 30% discount.